Hello, greetings to all Pikmin fans. The latest Pikmin 4 is now playable in your PC. So all you need to have is that you'll have to get all of these free files from the Switch, and also you will need to install an application called ryujinx. So for those who don't know, ryujinx is an emulator that can emulate and play Nintendo Switch games as long as you have all of these free files installed into your ryujinx emulator. So I'm going to teach you everything you need to get started in playing Pikmin 4 into your PC. So be sure to follow every steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial. So first of all, we will gonna download ryujinx emulator. So just type in ryujinx emulator into your web browser. Hit search. Now go to ryujinx.org. That is their official website. Now go to download. And if you're using Mac device, so be sure that your Mac OS is in Mac OS 11 or later version in order for you to install ryujinx. And if you're using Linux, then be sure to get the installer here. And if you're from Windows, you can get the installer from here. So I'm using Windows 11 and I have all the latest updates, so there's no issue in installing ryujinx emulator into your PC. So since I have already installed ryujinx emulator into my PC, so I'm just gonna skip on this part, since I have this file already installed in my PC. And the download and installation process is really easy to do, and that anyone can do this. So any noob can do the installation process, really just hitting OK and everything, and it will be done. So ryujinx.org is the official website, so be sure to only download ryujinx emulator from this website. So I'm going to skip on this part now, and I'm going to assume that you have already installed ryujinx emulator. So since this is your first installation of ryujinx emulator, so be sure to boot it up and run it now. So you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files installed into your ryujinx emulator in order for you to play Switch games. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch firmware and the Nintendo Switch keys. Both should be in version 16.0.3 in order for it to run and play Pikmin 4. And your Pikmin 4 should be in XCI or either NSP file format so that ryujinx emulator can detect that game. So if you're asking me where to get all of these files here, the only legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console, you have modded that Nintendo Switch, and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those Nintendo Switch system files, all you have to do is just copy every firmware file and keys file from the Switch into your PC. Now, in order for you to get Pikmin 4, all you have to do is, there's no other way around this, but you should own the game, buy the game, get the physical copy of the game, support Nintendo, and then you can now digitally back out that game into an NSP or XCI file format. For me, I have the NSP file format now, Pikmin 4. So, if you're asking me how to get all of these files now, but you don't have a Switch or you don't know where to start, so I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you everything you need in order for you to get all of these files here. So in order for you to get all of these files here, I'm just going to leave a QR code here wherein you will be able to scan into your QR code reader into your mobile phone. So scan it with your QR code reader, and then you will be redirected to the page wherein you can download all of these files. So once you are in the site, which is approoms.com, be sure to hover down into the middle part of the website so that you'll be able to get the Pikmin 4 NSP file format. Once you have done that, hover down into the bottom part of the website so that you'll get the firmware and the keys from the Nintendo Switch version 16.0.3. So be sure to follow the QR code so that you will get all the files needed to be installed in ryujinx emulator. So since you are using your phone in downloading these files, and you need to transfer them to PC using a USB cable. So I'm going to assume that you have a copy of all these files now into your PC, so it's time to install them into your ryujinx emulator. To do this, just go to ryujinx, go to File, go to Open ryujinx folder, click on that, then go to System folder, and then open the keys zip file here, which is 16.0.3. Click on that, and then all you have to do is drag and drop or copy and paste these files into this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation. Now close on this folder. The next step is to install the Nintendo Switch firmware file. To do this, just go to ryujinx, go to Tools, install firmware from XCI or zip file, click on that, and then locate the firmware file and hit open. Now it will say that we will have to install this firmware. Hit yes, and it will say successful install. You'll know that it is successful because in system version here, it will say 16.0.3, the same as the Nintendo Switch firmware file. And then also it will show you all of your Nintendo Switch games and their game icons. So if you see a game that is blank or black, that means that you're using an outdated firmware and an outdated keys from the Switch. So be sure to only follow the QR code that I have put in the screen so that you'll only get the latest files in order for you to play Pikmin 4 into your PC. Now, what's the next step? The next step now is to optimize your ryujinx emulator so that you'll be able to play Pikmin 4 perfectly into your PC. To do this, just go to Options, go to Settings, and in this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see from here. So the game directories is wherein you'll put your Nintendo Switch games, and your Nintendo Switch games should be anywhere into your PC as long as you know where it is. And file formats should be in XEI or NSP file format, just like my Pikmin 4 here, which is in NSP. Now go to Input. It is better to use a controller rather than mouse and keyboard in playing Switch games. So go to Player 1, hit Configure, and then locate your controller here. I have a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, so if you have a PlayStation or Xbox controller, you can connect them here, and you can just map them up according to your liking here. And also the dead zone should be set in 0.20% so that there'll be no drifting in your playthroughs when playing Switch games, okay? So both left and right sticks should be in 0.20%. And once done, hit Save. Now go to System. In this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see. Now go to the graphics. This is the most important part, so be sure to copy everything. Graphics backend multi-threading should be on. Graphics backend API should be in Vulkan. Preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card. Mine is at 2070 Super. And in the enhancements, just enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale should be in 2x resolution so that the game will look sharper and much more beautiful to look at and play with. But if your PC cannot handle the emulations, then just revert to the native resolution of the Switch, which is native 720p or 1080p resolution. So just revert on that if you're having performance issues. But for me, 2x resolution is the best and looks more graphically good. Now, post-processing effects should be none. Upscale should be bilinear, and isotropic filtering should be in auto, and aspect ratio should be in 16:9. And once done, hit apply and save. Now your ryujinx simulator is now fully capable of playing Nintendo Switch games such as Pikmin 4. So, a little bit of a disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of Pikmin 4 because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they don't really want it to be shown in the internet or in YouTube. So if I show you guys a gameplay of Pikmin 4 running into my PC using ryujinx emulator, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. So that would be a major hassle on my side. So guys, please do understand on the part that I can show you a gameplay of Pikmin 4. But as long as you follow all the steps that I have shown you in this video tutorial, you'll be able to get all of these files, install it into your ryujinx emulator, and you'll be able to play Pikmin 4 with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pikmin 4 into your PC, just leave a comment in the comment section below in this video tutorial in my channel, and then I'll try my best to answer them. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel. This will help me out. See you next time, and goodbye for now.